for its population, growing demand for public transport. In particular, the importance of manufacturing and services as leading economic drivers for the city has resulted in a growing demand for an effective mode of transportation. For more of the last decade, the city of Tijuana has unsuccessfully tried to implement a modern, massive transport system to reduce the increasing rate of modernization and the economic and socially and environment drivers such as a car dependency and low quality transit system imposed on the city, and political conditions that are varying in interest, skateboards and hovering bodies that have led to this previous transportation project could represent a possible cause for stagnation in the modernization process. The director of Center of Innovation Environment Management, Jose Camerio Zavala, said that the public transportation can be responsible for 80% of all air pollution in this because large of the percentage is very old vehicles fleet.
Good afternoon. I want to talk about public transportation. Public transportation has a lot of pros and cons, so we would like to know the opinion of various people to have an idea of what the implications are in our community. We will use these results to go into further investigation, but first we will present our research on existing information. Before we interview people on the streets, we had to make a survey online to gather diverse opinions and facts about the use of public transport in Tijuana.
The average age of the people that we asked these questions to was 38 years old, and 56.2 of them were women, which makes them a majority. When we asked them if they use public transport, 89.9% said yes. When we asked them how frequently they use it or how often they use it, around half of them said that they very rarely use this, which was 50.6%. When we asked them what were the reasons of using public transport, 28.1%, which was the most popular answer, said that it was their only option. After this, we asked them how much money they use on public transport monthly, and 60.7%, which was the most popular one again, said that they use 50 pesos or less. Our other options were 100 pesos, 200 pesos, 300, 400, and 500 or more, which only 18% and 12.4% decided to choose this option. When we asked them what public transport they use most, our most popular answer was taxis, but with already with destination before they get into the taxi. After this, we asked them if they had ever used Uber before, and surprisingly, 94.4% of the people that we asked said yes. After this, we asked them how frequently they used it, and the answers were pretty varied. 40.4% said that occasionally, 38.2% said that rarely, and 13.5% said a few times a week. According to our results on the Uber, we asked them if they preferred Uber or public transport, normal public transport. And again, surprisingly, 77.5% of them chose Uber. After this, we asked them like a follow-up question, and in this case, we asked if they considered public transport as, and 64% of them, the majority again, said that it had a lack of maintenance. After this, we asked them if the amount of time to get to their destination on a public transport was very long, and 85.4% of them said yes. To start concluding all the questions, we asked them to grade public transport on a scale from very bad to excellent, and 50.6% of them said that it was regular. To start concluding all the questions, we asked them to grade public transport on a scale from very bad to excellent, and 50.6% of them said that it was regular. Our last question was what they would do to change or implement this type of transport, which is public transport. 64% of them said that they should make newer cars.
Now, Cindy and Fernando are going to ask the same questions about public transport to random people in Tijuana.
Now we're going with the interviews and we'll be talking about the reasons people use public transportation, the frequency, the preferences between using a private or public one, how they would rate it, the time it takes to get to their final destination, and the monthly cost. ¿Se lo usa?
5 días a la semana, o a veces 6.
¿Por qué razón opta o ha llegado a optar por el transporte público?
Porque no tengo carro y es más fácil, ya que nadie más me puede llevar.
Aproximadamente, ¿cuánto gasta al mes?
Ok, 150 500 pesos.
¿Prefiere el transporte público?
De preferencia pues no fumar, pero tengo que optar por transporte.
Sí, el transporte público es seguro, ineficiente
Si es todas estas cosas es insuficiente porque somos demasiados, es antihigiénico porque demasiadas personas suben a él y no tienen las medidas de seguridad necesarias. Es caro porque en Tijuana es uno de los transportes más caros que existen.
¿Cree que le toma mucho tiempo llegar a su destino utilizando el transporte público en comparación con otros?
Usualmente llegaría a mi casa en 5 minutos en carro, pero en transporte son de 20 a 30 minutos.
Buenas tardes, ¿usted me podría responder estas preguntas del transporte público?
Sí, cómo no, con mucho gusto.
Ok. ¿Ha usado el transporte público usted?
Sí, en bastante tiempo que he estado aquí en Tijuana, mucho tiempo,
¿Con qué frecuencia lo usa?
todos los días, a mi trabajo y en diferentes partes.
¿Por qué razón opta o ha llegado a optar por el transporte público?
Pues es que lo que pasa es que es más barato, pues, y hay veces que uno tiene para moverse en un taxi que cobra.
¿Aproximadamente cuánto gasta en el transporte público?
A la semana gasto como 300 pesos más o menos.
Unfortunately, not a lot of people use public transport and use normal cars instead. This produces more traffic, which has produced an annual loss of around 2,700 million pesos last year, according to Instituto Mexicano de la Competitividad. Public transports could help reduce this economical problem, but it has a lot of cons or problems. Most of the respondents of our survey say that they barely use this form of transport or use it occasionally throughout the month. Only 4.5% use it every day, and 13.5% use it throughout the week, at least once. The main problem or reason that people don't use these forms of transportation is that the service isn't the greatest, and they could be considered dangerous, and the vehicles aren't in the best shape. Plus, another problem is that there are other companies like Uber which make public transport less attractive. This is very bad because other companies like Uber aren't the most ecological and not the most efficient, since they're cars which make more traffic and create more air pollution. It will be great improvement to the city if we could make public transport safer and with better condition equipment. This would make public transport much more attractive and much more used. And thanks to this, we could reduce traffic and air pollution.